What's going on, everyone, and welcome to this week's vegan news, where we're going to be sharing the good news, the bad news, and the weird or funny news from the vegan and animal agriculture industry. So I apologize if you hear a chicken halfway through the video, but there's a chicken I've rescued who's in the room right now. So if you hear any weird sounds, that's what's happening. So the first good news that I really love is a nursery in Chester in the United Kingdom that's going to be going fully plant-based starting January 2020 for the environment.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Now, obviously there are parents complaining, which is kind of weird. Like, this nursery is doing this so that your children can actually have a future, and you're complaining about that for some reason. Come on, you can't just do that. Not only is this good because they're switching to a plant-based diet, it's also great in my opinion because it kind of shows that children at any age can actually be eating a plant-based diet, a balanced diet, and still get every single nutrient they need from plants. So it's actually hitting two targets: environment and health, and breaking stereotypes. So that's absolutely amazing. If I had a child, I would want that child to go to a nursery that is fully plant-based, you know? Why not? Why would I pay someone to give carcinogenic, extremely unsustainable, and extremely unethical products to my child? That's the chicken trying to drink water. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, so cute. Hey baby. If you stick around until the end of the video, I promise I will show you the chicken. But for now, I'm gonna let the chicken roam around and do what they want. So the next great news comes from the United States of America, and that is Donald Trump signing a new bill that is making torturing animals a federal crime, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's what it is, including the torture of animals for pornographic videos. What the hell?
That's disgusting.
I mean, it's good news, don't get me wrong, but seriously, how disturbing are people that we're gonna have to campaign for such bills to pass to make it a crime? Like, whoa, you got some issues. Anyway, it's good news, so I'm happy. And then after that comes the great news. I don't know if any of you know about Nas. He is an extremely famous Facebook or Instagram influencer, traveling artist, whatever you want to call him, and he travels around the world. He has millions of followers. I think his Instagram alone is like 1.4 million. He just made a new post saying that he's going vegan because it's best for his health and for everything else in the world, which is absolutely amazing given the fact that in 2019 people need to see people like this going vegan for them to realize maybe I should go vegan, and then look into it and maybe go vegan. So yeah, Nas, thank you for that. I'm glad you're going vegan. Now, another good news I want to share with you. I'm sure this is going to make a lot of people happy. A school in Florida is the first to use synthetic frogs for dissection. So far humans have been disturbing enough to bring innocent little frogs and put them on a table and cut them open so that they learn about what's inside the frog, until someone was like, hey, we know what's inside the frog, so how about we stop killing frogs every time we're going to teach someone new what's inside the frogs, and we just make the frogs ourselves and put what's inside, and then they open it and boom, it's inside. You don't have to kill any frogs. So J.W. Mitchell High School in Florida, thank you for being more nice to animals. The chicken agrees. Another great news is actually an activism event that took place in Canada. So in downtown Kelowna, which is, I hope, the way that city is spelled, a bunch of activists locked themselves down at the entrance of Interior Savings Credit Union because that company is basically funding the Ripfest. And this is really great because it was a very peaceful, non-violent action. They locked themselves down for many hours. Even the chicken was excited to see those videos, but they also managed to have the opportunity to go on TV and talk about everything. So Amy Sorano and the rest, thank you so much for doing this action. It's really great to see people doing more and more civil disobedience actions all around the world. Now, let's switch to the most exciting part of vegan news that I'm sure most of you are waiting for: the bad news. Alright, so Arla in Finland created an artificial intelligence app for animal welfare. For those of you who don't know, Arla is a huge dairy company in Scandinavia. If you just walk around Denmark, you will see all the Arla stickers around Copenhagen. So in Finland, they basically created an app that you can download and then check the information of the products you're buying. And they made this video showing how, let's say you see that 99% of the time the cows were out in the grass and how comfortable the cows were when they were lying down. You know, this is bad news because people go like, oh, the cow milk I'm buying comes from a happy cow, because I am not seeing the images when the cow was forcefully impregnated against her will, having her babies taken away from her at birth, and then milked over and over again until she can't produce milk anymore. I wonder if Arla is also going to be putting cameras inside the slaughterhouses where these cows are sent once they stop producing milk. So, Arla, well played. You're smart. You know how to lie to the population. You know how to trick them into buying products they know are not good by showing them things you know they want to see. That's bad. Talking about bad, the Sumatran rhinoceros declared extinct in Malaysia. She passed away a few days ago. So wildlife officials have actually obtained her egg cells to potentially try to reproduce this amazing creature. But you know what? That's great and all, but instead of waiting for a creature to go extinct for you to go like, oh, maybe now we can do something to save them, maybe do what it takes for you not to even think about that, which means try to prevent the number of these animals going down by cutting down on deforestation that is caused by animal agriculture to make more way for cattle ranching or crops to feed the 60 billion land animals that we're killing every single year.
It's a simple solution.
China is back this week, unfortunately, with no good news, and they're teaming up with a new country that's going to be exporting animal products to them, and that is Argentina, reaching up to 50 plants that are going to be exporting beef to China. 50 approved plants to export beef to China, and that is absolutely horrible.
That is so sad.
Talking about exporting animal suffering products to other countries, an Australian infant nutrition firm has just got a deal to distribute their infant formulas in Vietnam. So I have some Aussie activists commenting on these videos saying that a lot of Aussie farms and Aussie slaughterhouses are just exporting all their products to Southeast Asia because the nationwide demand is going down. And yes, that is exactly what's happening. See that these giant industries are now targeting other countries where the awareness about animal products doesn't really exist the way it does, for example, in Australia or other Western countries, is really disturbing. And I hope everyone can talk about this, and me included, can probably come up with a solution to all these companies exporting animal products to other countries. One of the most disturbing news this week is the Russian virtual reality program that has been created for cows
Wait, what?
to feel like they are in fields and happy by simulating virtual reality. Wow! I mean, you want to see a happy cow, all you have to do is go to an animal sanctuary, you know, where the cows are actually happy, not tricked into being happy. And apparently they play music sometimes for them as well. Really? Alright, let's do something. How about we put the cows in a vegan animal sanctuary where the cow can be free and happy, and we take the virtual reality headsets and put them on people for them to see what it's like to be a cow in a factory farm or in a slaughterhouse, and then realizing they should just not buy cow products or any animal product whatsoever.
My God, what is this? This must be the McBurger Town slaughterhouse.
The last and quite horrible news is Hilton Foods Australia opening a $190 million meat production facility.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
So the 280 million Australian dollar facility that's going to be built in Brisbane is going to be supplying up to 1,500 tons of fresh red meat products to the huge supermarket company called Woolworths. What is happening, man? More and more slaughterhouses opening. Anyway, I'm gonna try to share some weird news with you. So for those of you who don't know, the BBC made a documentary called Meat, a Threat to Our Planet. And guess what? Farmers have lost it, and they're tweeting and urging the public to not pay attention to the documentary. Because it doesn't reflect UK standards, apparently. I mean, the documentary is about sustainability. It's not about the standards. If you're raising animals and killing animals, if you think about it, scientifically and statistically speaking, the most environmental way of doing it is through factory farms. So you either have to stop saying your beef is produced in a better way because your cows are out in nature all the time, because that's actually not sustainable at all, or you're gonna have to stop saying that you have the best welfare for the animals and admit that you're sustainable because you use factory farming. So make up your mind. Now that I've shared all the news, as promised, I want to show you the chicken who's here with me today. So, this is a beautiful baby. Are you alright? So this chicken was actually rescued from the side of the road. How weird is that? He was just going around, but he was also surrounded by dogs and cars, and it was very dangerous. And right now he's in this room because I'm building a big shed for him, because obviously this room is not the perfect place for a chicken to be. Would you like to say anything about veganism? Sir? Do you want the world to go vegan? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, me too, bro. I get you. I know we should get active. What else? Ooh. Anything else? No? Okay. Alright. Thank you as well for coming on the show. Thank you, sir. So that's it for this week's vegan news. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section below. Also hit that notification button so that you know next time I have a video out. If you want to support my work, check out my Patreon or ethicsOverhabits.com for clothing. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. See you next week.